Nook, cozy reading nook. So we'll get on with it here. We're going to flip the camera. Remember, we're live streaming on YouTube at Real Talk Chimp. That's RealTalkChimp. Yes, goofy looking chimpanzee guy right here. All right, let's check this out. Okay, this is where we left off. Yesterday, we had just started working on the sky, filling in the chair and such. We ended on paint 10, so now we're going to move on to paint 11. So I'm going to put this on the gimbal. We're on the gimbal. Zoom on out. All right, let's start off by putting our nitrile black gloves on so we don't get paint all over our hands. Again, this is what we are working on. This is number artist 40-50-LZ8806-BK, Cozy Reading Nook. Okay. We have our paper towels so we can wipe. We have our 3 paint brushes, which is our thick, medium, and fine line. We have our paints displayed out here. I don't get paid by these people, so this is not a paid thing. Number Artist is the company where I got these kits from. We're going to put some water in our container. Recycle that. Drink some of this. Okay. Now, even though we're working on number 11, this is where we're starting. It's a light blue color. And if we come across any of the ones 1 through 10, of course, we'll paint them as well. Okay. Every once in a while, I'll move the camera around because it's right in front of my face. So, in order for me to see what I'm looking at in front of me. Oops. Well, we'll do that every once in a while. They're all smack into the canvas. All right, I just put the paintbrush in water because it was a little crunchy from last night. All right, we're going to start at the top and try to look for 11s. Looking for the number 11. It's not always a guarantee that the number does exist. I was saying in a previous episode that, there's number 11s all up here. Okay. That I had the number 10, and there was only one number 10. I'm going to see if I can tilt the canvas a little bit so you can see what I'm working on here. Just found a number 10 right here. Okay. Oh, that was Sammy running. Something scared him outside. There's a 10 right there, 11 here. big number 11 going across that will hit with a bigger brush. We got some big number 11s. This is part of the sky here. So let me grab this brush right here and pull up number 10, which was a darker blue. Hit those number 10s that I missed. Nineteens look kind of like the 10s. Is it a 10? Yeah, I thought it was a 16. That's a 16. Let's see what else we got here. We got any more 10s up here. Okay, I think that's it for that one there. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our thicker brush here. Oh yeah, that one's hella crunchy. Hang on a second here. Let's get this wet here. It's better now. Okay. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. And remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Greatly appreciated. Guess you can't see that. I'm sorry. Okay. So using the fatter brush here. It's a larger area. Got a 13 in here. Let's hit the 13 with a different brush. Not the 13, but go around it because it's a small area around it. Oh, that's a 19. Well, I kind of buried the number 13 a little bit. To the windowsill. Right to the window door. Not sure why it's got some sharp edges and then round edges. And I guess the sharp edges would be on the inside of the window. Oops, that was way too much paint. Kind of intertwined with the other blues here. This one looks like a reflection off the window. '19 is a white color, so that's the clouds up there, so we're not going to get up there for a while. Only a number 11. Looking for some more number 11s. The number ones are still shining through that yellow, so eventually I'll go over and cover those up with some of that paint, but just a little bit thicker. Trying to see if they use this color anywhere else. Not seeing it. Okay. Oh, I see a number 6. Wow. Okay, let's go and get that number 6 if we can still see it. Where did I see that number 6? I think that's the number 6 that's plagued me for a couple of days. I already lost out. There's an 11 right there. Okay. It was just part of that blue line that was there. That's a 21 that I screwed up. Okay, another 21. Let's see if we can find any more 11s. Where the heck that number 6 went? And it's just a super small little spot where the number 6 was. I can't find it now. I'm sure I'll find it eventually when we start going into higher numbers. Oh, there we go. All right, everyone, look where I'm pointing. There's a number 16 right here and a 6 right there. Remember that. Remember it. You got it remembered? Is it remembered? This is 6 is a totally different color here. It's a kind of a flesh tone kimono. Flesh tone, looking at the 16. It's just a little dot. How anybody could see this, I don't even know. Even little tiny dot, number 6. If you blink, it's gone. All right. Some of the 10 I kind of messed up, so I'm going to go back on the 10 here a little bit with the fine line. This should be filled in with 10 here. Right here. Okay. All right. Right here. Okay. Anything else? Any 11s, 10s, or anything else we can find? Looking. I know there was a 6 somewhere in this area here, but I can't for the life of me find it. And it may be that it's a 16 and it just kind of It gets me. It's a 14. Okay, so I don't see any more 11s. And again, an 11 may pop up somewhere else. My eyes just aren't picking up on it. So we will work on a 12. Okay. So I'm going to close up the 10 and the 11. Now we're going into uncharted territory because this 12 is a pea soup green, completely different than everything we did before it. You see these starting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And we have just pulled up a green going in a totally different direction here. But it's a highlight green. Oh my Lord. There we go. And it looks like almost like a fluorescent green. Definitely a pea colored. Okay, I'm going to wash off all these brushes. Okay. These are acrylic. Water soluble. Okay, so now we are working on number, what did I say? Number 12. Yep, we're working on number 12. Dippity dip. Looking for number 12. I'll look off to the, oh, we got them down in the bottom left here. Okay. Down at the very bottom here. Oh, I got a 7 right there. Didn't even see it because it was underneath the easel. The 7 is that kind of a peach. So grab a little 7 here. Get this little paintbrush here. You'll probably rub off if I drop the easel down into the thing here. Okay. Pretty sure that was a one-of-a-kind miss. So take that off there. But you never know. You may come across another one. All right. Back to looking for 12s. Looking for 12s. 21s. If we were dyslexic, that would be a 12. Looking on the edges. Maybe around the... 13 is a lighter color or a weirder color green. Alien green. Was that it? That was it for number 12? That can't be right. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Oh, there goes the canvas down into the base of the easel. Got a lot of paint on here. Leave that there for the moment. What an odd shape. A squared off snake with a spike on its head. I'm going to hang on to the canvas here because it wants to walk away. And if you feel that the paint is not cooperating, dip your paintbrush in some water. You can help the paint move along. All morning, it was like a June gloom here on May 4th, 2026, but the sun's breaking free of the clouds. It's starting to look beautiful outside. Why am I not out there? Because I'm inside painting. Got a 13 right there. How's everyone's May 4th? May the 4th be with you. Would that be a Star Wars character with a lisp? Trying to get as close to the edge as I can without going over it, but sometimes I go right over the edge. Hope the next color will cover it up. Yes, you're correct. I do have a face for radio. This is why for at least 10 of the some odd years I've been live streaming, I never showed my face. I never want to be in front of the camera. I'm always behind it. Just doing the technical stuff. I've had several occasions where somebody met me, said, your face does not match your voice. Okay, I believe you. Blame that on my mother. All right, I just found a 12 right up there, but I am doing 12. Never mind. Don't, you can't take me anywhere. Oh my Lord, I stuck my hand right in the fresh green. Again, that's why we wear the gloves. Because before I started wearing the gloves, I got fresh paint all over the hands. Because I put my hand on the canvas to steady my hand when I'm painting. That's what happens there. So, okay, back to looking at 12s. Any 12s out there? Any 12s in other spots? There are 14s up there. Oh, I cannot tell what that is. I think that's a 16. Oh, there's a 12. There's a 12 hiding right there. Okay, I think we're moved to 13 now. And if we see any more 12s, we'll come back. Or again, any other colors. Okay. 13 again looks almost the same. It's just a slightly bit lighter or darker. I guess darker would be, so it's shadow color off of the 12, but I'll show you. So here's the 12, here's the 13. Now, whether that's lighter or darker, I believe the 13 is darker than this one. The word may be brighter and duller, not darker or lighter. So this is a duller color of this. So this is a more like they added a highlight in there and they dulled it down with this one here. So whether this would be the highlight, this would be the shadow, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, you like the tattoos? I got a lot of them. I got a lot of them. All over. Legs, neck, face. No, not on the face or neck, except one on my back. Where can you get one of these? What? Let me take this phone out for a second. There we go. Let me see what this says here. How you doing there, Isaac? Is it juniper? Juniper. So are you saying the tattoos where you can get one of the tattoos. You can go to tattoo artists all over the world and get tattoos. As far as the artwork that we're working on, there's a million sites on the internet for these DIY paint by numbers. I happen to have gone to this numberartist.com. The link is in the description of where I got this particular cozy reading nook. So this is a chair right here, like a lazy boy. There's bookshelves all the way around this open window that opens outwards to see a tree, like an elm type tree, surrounding the outside the window with a cloudy sky, with mountains in the background and possibly a city. Who knows? Haven't got that far. There's a lamp right here, more books, the carpet, and then there's a potted plant right here we haven't got to. And then more books that go all the way around. The orange and different colors you see there are like the bounding part of the book. I guess that's the part of the bounding. Okay. Put the phone back up there. All right. So now we're working on number 13, and we'll hit 12 and any other numbers before that if we happen to see them pop up. We saw a lot of 13s, so we're going to start down at the bottom down here. It's where we first see our first 13, a little tiny dot there. And then we got a long snake of a 13 here. I read all comments, so I enjoy being talking to. Okay. All right, 13s. These are all 14s. There's a 13. So looks like we're inside the carpet here. Thirteen here. Hey, Sammy. Some of these are just long enough, the length of the paintbrush, you could just kind of drag it without having to actually do some painting. So that one, yeah. So we're getting some thinner lines here. Hey, Sam. Meow. Meow. Okay. Good size 13 over here. There's already a color here. That porcelain white, which I think was a number 5. So I don't want to brush over that because there's some type of highlight. By the looks of it, it looks like I'm working on the carpet right here. Color of the carpet has this strange green, almost like a glowing green, like you would see on those like black light type of paints. You know, I never really thought about if any of this stuff actually glows in a black light. I am going to find some black light art and work on some of those and get the actual black light so you can see it, because when you look at it normally, it looks like a normal picture until you hit it with the black light or glowing paint. This is another thing, a little bit lighter. This would be a glowing kind of paint, but I'm sure it doesn't have that property in it, but you never know. Never know. It's a little muddy in here, looking a little muddy. You see kind of where I went off on the edge there. Okay, there's some in the plant. Just a little eyeball here. Or take it back, there's quite a lot in the plant here. No, that's not the plant. Yeah, this is the plant. Yeah, this is definitely the plant. Those are all 14s. All right, where I saw the 13s, a lot of them were up at the top. So I'm going to bring the canvas. Let's see how I can do this where you can see it. Oh, I just found a bunch of 12s. A whole book painted this color. I'm going to go back and hit those 12s. Ah, I just saw it. Can't find it. There it is. Mermaid tail. I'd give you the artist name of the guys that did my tattoos. The majority of them are dead or in prison. I happen to catch them on a good day, I guess. Well, at least the day that they were alive. Sammy says that was quite morbid what I just said. But it's true. They were alive, I think, when I went to them. And Sammy would know. He's a pretty smart guy when he wants to be. Finding all these little 13s. Like a snake. All kinds of directions we turned on that one. We got 22s and 4s and a bunch of other, I think 14 and 14, 22. All surrounding that area there. No idea what we're making here. It's just snaking all the way up, all around all these colors. Trying to stay within the lines. Running right up along these other colors here. Must be the foliage down below the tree. We'll start a dry brushing. Right up against the windowsill. Okay. That was a humongous snaky of things. Kind of went into that 15 by accident. Okay. My eye just caught 13s at the very top. There's one right here. Camera's going to be a little weird for a second here. Oh. Phone error. Sorry about that. Didn't have a stroke. Phone just fell off the gimbal. Oh, looking for 13s. Going down here. Got a couple of them down here. I thought we did. I just found an 8. All right, where did your other 13s go? Guess I was looking at the 23s. Oh, no, here's one. A little smirk. Right up here. Sorry, you got to hear the lawnmower out there. It's kind of a soothing sound when it's consistent. Of course, if you're trying to sleep, you want to go out there and throw a shoe at the guy. Or gal. Here's a 12 up there. And a bunch of 13s up here. So where we found that 12. Can't find it. I'd almost use a bigger brush for this one, probably. So many smaller 22s in and around this thing. 14s and stuff. Try not to cover those up. Okay, still looking for 13s. Wipe off this paintbrush, it's getting kind of mucky. Okay, well, not seeing any more 13. So again, if they pop up, we'll go back to them. In the meantime, we'll head to number 14. Number 14 again is another one of these green colors. So you've got 12, 13. It's like an eye chart or eye test. 13 and 14. So a little brighter or duller, you choose. Okay, so 13 and 14. Still in this kind of greenish, almost a grayish green. It's sort of like alien green. Okay, we got 14s everywhere. We'll start down in this bottom corner here. Now, no, it looks like I'm going over this orange color, but I had, I guess, used some water, and the water dripped all the way down the canvas right into the 14 here. I'm not sure if this is the side of the couch or the carpet. Basically doing this area right here. It's the sound of a hawk outside. Not sure if the audio is picking it up. It's a baby hawk. I couldn't tell what it was at first until I saw it on the fence. You know, being that we're in springtime now, everything's hatching, including spiders. And I woke up and was greeted to two different types of spiders. One of those jumping spiders, which I don't have a problem with, but some weird looking banana spider I've never seen before. I ordered one of those model kits, and the majority of those model kits come from China. I opened the box to an egg hatching with white widows in it. White widows. I had to look up white widows on the internet. There's apparently 80 species of black widow. This white widow is only native to African countries and Asian countries. Well, now it's part of California. Lucky us. Because I sent that away. I sent it to the cornfield. And now I'm sure we're probably got 1 billion white widows now. I'll find it eventually. Some entomologist will find it and go, oh, well, I guess they're now part of California too. Thanks, China. China sends us all kinds of good things, all kinds of interesting things. I just saw 13 pop up over here, so I'm going to come back here and knock out this 13, which is in a book shape up here, next to a 12. Okay, there's a 13, and the 12 is right next to it, so we'll knock out the 12 that's right next to it, and the 14 right next to that. Okay. Well, there's a book. Tomorrow is Tuesday, right? Yeah. Tomorrow is Tuesday, which is usually when games update. And if you were a Conan Exiles fan, as I was, came out in 2017 for console, a lot earlier for PC. It has a huge overhaul coming tomorrow, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. That's going to bring the game from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5, and quality of life fixes as well. I know it has nothing to do with painting, but it is on my brain. So, out of my brain into your ears. Along with a lot of other games that are getting their normal quality of life updates as well as DLC, etc. Fortnite will probably get a store update. Who the hell knows? The game has been around for what, like 17 years? Don't want to cut off number 5 here. Oh, there's a 13 right below it. Off to the edge over here, number 14. Muy malo. A 12. clean these up a little bit. Change this here. Real Talk Champ, live streaming on YouTube at Real Talk Champ. Doing paint by numbers, cozy reading Nook from Number Artist. That's what we're working on here. I have yet to defile myself. Currently working on 14. And found a 6. and a 13. Real fine point went in there. Had to like just use the tip of the brush so it wouldn't muck it all up. I know it just looks like a bunch of smudges in here, but I assure you, we are working on something here. It won't look like a bunch of smudges when I back up a little bit. It's just such a bigger space. Trying to get it right up to the edge. A lot of green, but if you look at this, see all the green that we were just working on there. In the floor, in the plant, in that branch coming across, different shades of green. So it all has a purpose. Okay, I gotta move the canvas down a little bit because there's a bunch of 14s at the top. Not a bunch, but a lot here. Who's gonna see that? I have no idea. It's another book. Super funky shape up here. It's like 4s and 14 dominated this painting here. I haven't even got to the browns and the blacks yet. I got more up top. Almost covered up at 24. Ooh, arms are getting tired. I'm going to try to finish these 14s before we finish up the 2-hour mark. Looking for 14, 14, party of 14. Where art thou, 14? Have we completed all the 14s? I think we may have done it. That's a 24 right there. Even though I almost covered up the 2. Oh, there's some 14s right there. whole bunch of blobby splatter. Okay. Guess I can knock out the 15s here. And we'll go back and hit 14s if we missed them. I have a whole nother set of brushes. So like this set comes with 6 brushes, 2 of each. A thick one, a medium, and a fine line one. So I can always go to those if these are getting too crunchy. Okay, so 15 is a dark green. There's 15, it almost has blue in it. So to go from the 14 to the 15, yeah, that one looks like a dark turquoise. Okay. 15 is a heavy shade off of the other ones. They really want you to see that color. All right, working on the 15s now. If we come across any of the others, we'll go back to them. All right, 15s. Son of a mother father with the hiccups. Oh, and look at that. There's a 13 right there. Son of a monkey. I know I saw another 13 though. There it is right there. Okay. Oh, and a 13 right there. How did that one elude me? That's a big 13 right there. Okay. I'm looking for 15s in all the wrong places. Well, this is a pine tree green. Oh my Lord, and a 14. 14 just pop right up right there. What does that say? Let's see. What is he about to do? Ah, this is peak. All right. What did I say? We're looking for 15s, but I keep finding the other ones. Like I said, that's what always happens. All right, so we're looking for 15s. There's a 15 all the way at the edge here. How thick this green is. Jeez Louise. Oh, it's like pure mud. That is so thick and dark. That is way too muddy. I gotta mix some water in here. This is way too muddy. Absolutely brutal green. It's going to stand out way more than anything on this page. Until we get to the black. A hot mess. See how muddy this is. Put some water in here to loosen this up a little bit. Remember, the water will lighten it up as well. Just be careful, but it'll help it flow. All right there, Banksy. I'm gonna fuck that all up. Way too much color on there. a 13 right there. Of course, I have to find it again. I don't see it. I lost it. Going back to 15s. There's a 13. You'll see all my mistakes because this 15 is so dark. There's already enough paint on here, so I'm just using the water to make it flow better. It's not so muddy over here. I'm going to start looking up on the top of the canvas here. Oh yeah. And a bunch of 14s up here as well. There's a bunch of 14s. $15 right there. 24s. I think for the next set of paints, I'm going to switch paintbrushes. Put in new ones. I've destroyed these guys. Looking pretty scary. You would never be able to tell with this mess that's up here that that is what it's supposed to look like. Obviously, the guy that painted that, or the gal that painted that, were pros. I am not a pro at all, nor do I play one on TV. It's a 16. It definitely looks like a 15. Oh my God, I found an 8. Will I be able to find it again? Probably not. Can you find the 8 up there that I just saw? There's a 15. There it is. I found the 8. Found a 14. Almost no more paint in the 14 here. Try to see if we can find any more 15s. There's a 14 up there, a 14 up there. Oh, there's like no more paint in here. To mix it up with the water. Try to get some off the bottom. Okay, this is gonna head up back up to the top up here. Apparently spots that I missed. So 15. Such a dark color. And I'm not seeing any more 15s. It's not to say that they're not there. Obviously, with other ones popping back up that my eye didn't catch, 15s will probably show up when we paint tomorrow. And as it stands, we will end it on this note on a 15. Unless a 15 pops up in the next few seconds here. Sixteens. Crazy. All right. Gonna clean up all these paint brushes. And we'll use some new paint brushes tomorrow. Okay. Close up all these little pots of paint so they don't dry out. Okay. And if you can tell what this mess looks like, then you get a gold star. In the end, this is what we're hoping to go for. This is number artist 40-50-LZ8806-BK from numberartist.com. Again, I don't make any money from it. I just spend money on it and get these paintings. The paintings come with the canvas, unframed, the paint pods, 6 paint brushes, and if you pay a little extra, you get the easel, and then you get it actually framed. So all you have to do is put your screw stuff up there or whatever, however you're going to hang it. And that's how we roll. So there it is. My name is Real Talk Chimp. You will get a nose and you will like it. Let's see if I can do this. My name is Real Talk Chimp. I am not playing on a PlayStation 5. I am painting. Paint by numbers. A kit by number artist. And yeah, live streaming on YouTube at Real Talk Chimp. That's RealTalkChimp. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace and chicken grease, everyone. Take care.